my soul is blessed, the king is born. Mama, I confess I'm a bad, bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the 49ers going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Oakland Raiders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Avoids him at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the interception, Cousins, quick hitch, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Cousins. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now we just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punter King to send it away. This is taken at the 23. Gets around him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the play clock's running down. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On play action, now Carr. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Carr going to go on 4th down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Now Carr. Going with a screen for Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. And give him a gain of 37. When the 49ers were in the red zone last year, they finished with 6 points 68% of the time. That was second best in the NFL. They've got it here in the red zone, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ben Heaney in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Play fake. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The tight end in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff looking right. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away. from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Carr turns, hands to Murray. About 3 yards there to the 27.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Seven yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Second down, Cousins. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And a give this time to the tailback. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now running right through it, and shedding the tackle, and now some room. Back now in the East Bay, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On third down, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now a play fake. Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
see if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Has a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called row stem right or row stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now they'll throw with Carr. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Niners on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Defense showing blitz. Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And the cutback. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for San Francisco, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.